Every day, 12,000 men, women, and children find themselves homeless in Maricopa County. Over 1,000 of these individuals live in downtown Phoenix. For most of these individuals and families, homelessness will be a one-time event. For others, lifetime battles with health, disabilities, mental illness, or substance abuse make homelessness a chronic condition. What causes homelessness? In most cases, the immediate causes are things that may affect any of us. Loss of a job, family upheavals such as divorce or death of a spouse, or health issues that wipe out savings. Underlying these causes may be other deeper issues, domestic violence, mental health, substance abuse, or physical disabilities that make it difficult, if not impossible, to cope with adversity. Once these circumstances result in homelessness, individuals and families are in a desperate crisis. Hunger, poor hygiene and nutrition, exposure, illness, and physical violence are realities on the street. Psychologically, homelessness cuts off connections to family and friends and community support, leads to alienation, loneliness, and if prolonged, despair and a loss of hope.
We had a gentleman a couple of days ago who has been off and on the streets for about 15 years. He's a World War II veteran, and he had a house, he was disabled in a wheelchair, and he ended up in the shelter. But more than that, he has been in and out of the shelters all throughout his life after he got disabled and went out of the Army. And he gets a pension, but the pension is not enough to fill his medical needs and a place to live.
A lot of our Vietnam-era guys, which is by and far the vast bulk or majority of our clients, these guys are suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome. The Iraqi veterans, the newer generation that were coming back, we're seeing almost the same sort of thing. They're receiving a much better welcome than our Vietnam-era guys did. However, the families aren't really knowing how to help them through the obstacles that have been created, the emotional wounds that we see from the war. And as a result of that, often they end up out on the street, jobless, homeless, and they come to us for help.
CASA's Vista Colina Emergency Family Shelter is located in the Sunny Slope neighborhood and provides 34 families with shelter within 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Case management and a wide array of supportive services are available nearby at the Sunny Slope Family Services Center. To further help support adult family members as they work through their case plan, Vista Colina offers on-site childcare for infants through preschool-age children. The Vista Colina after-school program provides older kids with access to computers, homework assistance, arts and crafts, anti-drug programs, outings to museums, the library, sporting events, and much more.
Many times families end up homeless because they've lost a job. Either that and their financial resources are insecure. They don't have a savings account, so the first time that something goes wrong in their family, they end up not being able to pay the rent. They don't have a savings account to fall back on, and as a result, they get evicted and find themselves homeless. Our kids are absolutely wonderful. They do experience an awful lot of negativity and a lot of instability, and many of them have been in unsafe environments prior to coming to Vista Colina. So when they get here, we see the whole spectrum. Some of them act just as your children would. Others are very, very withdrawn or very, very aggressive. And I think one of the rewards of my job is watching some of those kids that come in who've been really scared and frightened as their family has experienced homelessness, and watching them become happy, very, very special little kids that are having a wonderful day. I love to see the changes in the families, the adults as well as the children. It's amazing how many of our families make such huge progress in the very short amount of time that they're here. But the progress that's made is just phenomenal, and the team that we have working together, the staff, is fantastic. It's a really wonderful opportunity to help the community.
CASA's array of services are geared towards specific segments of the population, such as homeless veterans, families, or the hardest to serve, the chronically homeless.
The Jackson Street Outreach Project was a combination of services that was provided by CAS, Community Bridges, Southwest Behavioral Health, and a couple of other agencies who came in after. And our main intention is to get the chronically homeless and people who are hard to serve off the street.